Welcome everybody to the world that is known as Violet Evergarden, a story that is so rich in nature, conflict, and emotions it constantly pulls on your heartstrings. Violet Evergarden came out in 2018, premiering on Netflix. It was produced by Kyoto Animation and is one of the most whimsical and pretty shows I've ever laid my eyes on. The fluidity of the animation paired with the anime's color palette was such a visual treat and constantly kept your eyes glued to the screen. The movements were so smooth it felt real and made you gain a deeper connections with Violet and all the people she writes letters for. Violet Evergarden brought something unique to the table with its plot as we follow Violet, an orphan who had lost everything as a child and used in the war as a killing machine. She grew attached to the person we are searching for called Gilbert. Gilbert gave his life to save Violet in the end and was reported as missing in action. Violet ended up having one of her arms amputated and is now learning how to live her life after the war. She gets taken in and taught how to write letters and becomes an automated memory doll who writes letters for people who don't know how to write. Violet goes on a story of learning what emotions are and how to convey them through the use of letters. She connects all the people she meets together through the power of the words she writes. It's emotional and never fails to shed a tear in my eyes, especially episode 10, which gets a special shout out as an episode I can constantly rewatch and always be sobbing by the end of it. Violet as a character is actually very complex. She appears emotionless, but it comes across from her losing someone important, and she's still trying to find her way in this world that she isn't yet used to. She only knows the way of the battlefield. Violet grows the more the show carries on as she learns about how to convey her emotions and what each emotion means, especially love. The world is complex with rich history and so much to explore. There's always something happening and it makes you feel like you've been transported there. Kyoto Ani knows how to draw you into the world they create and keep you hooked. It's melodramatic, heavy-hitting, heart-wrenching, but it warms your soul when Violet is able to properly express what the client wants to say. There is also a film of Violet Evergarden that's also available to watch on Netflix that is a sequel and you learn a lot more stuff. Unfortunately, I do not want to spoil anything about that film. I just highly suggest you all to go watch it. The actual way of the auto memory doll services is actually such a unique concept and really hones in on the war aspect of the show. Many people at the time didn't know how to learn, read, write. They weren't given the opportunity to do so. So the women who was working in factories now are used as automated memory dolls. They go to learn how to write and how to convey these emotions so people who can pay the money or who don't know how to do it themselves can send letters to their loved ones or whoever they want to and ask them questions. I really love this show, and its set of characters honestly pair really well with Violet's almost emotionless-like state. They're all much more lively and show a really deep caring for everyone. It's a completely different take on the war genre, and it executes its idea with purpose that makes us care about everything they do. It highlights the effects of war on everyone, what people are going to do to move on from it. It shows the gruesome bits of the war, but some of the really most beautiful aspects of the country life. Violet Evergarden is available on Netflix with one extra OVA to get yourselves guys familiarized with. So go watch it now and learn what is Violet Evergarden. The story of Violet Evergarden is special and shines bright in the vast world of animes we have right now. It's one I always recommend people to watch and go in blind. It's one of my personal favorites of all time and hopefully it can become one of yours. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time, peeps.